boys! Hello! It has been a minute! I have the evening of work. So guess what? We're objecting some shit, brother. We're fucking finishing this case today! Oh, we're talking to fucking, what's his name again? Fucking Gooba Goobster. Flippin' Phineas, that's the man. I'm gonna ask about the Tenmatara sighting. In court today, you mentioned seeing Tenmatara near the scene of the crime, right?
Sorry, I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me.
The people of Ninetales Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch, eh? I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenmatara.
Damn right! Them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you! That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on.
Yeah, no. Fair. Good idea. So you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale?
Yep, I'm gonna keep living right here and keeping with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like a rule book to me.
Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales?
Ain't you been listening to a word I said?
You're gonna do exactly what them superstitions say. Well, I say... That's baloney! Is it baloney? Why is it... I actually never... Why is it... So it's baloney. Aha. Why is it baloney? What do I got? Just pardon me. Okay. Don't gaze upon teller. Oh. Here. Because he was saying that he's been that he was lying, but he's gonna stay living here. If that's against what the superstitions say. It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. Ugh. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
Yipes!
Okay. Spill the beans, buddy. You were lying about believing in superstitions, weren't you?
Sorry. I probably didn't have a choice.
So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tenmatara?
It was all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmatara. Said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions would say would happen.
So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence?
Mr. LaBelle tried to protect that little maid gal.
I don't believe you.
It was on account of that rumor, the one about her being possessed.
That rumor again. I mean, I guess we would have to talk to Mr. Mayor about the possession rumor. It would seem so. Ow! Hey, watch it! Let me guess. Those possessions stolen by Phineas Filch. Okay, of course.
I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me.
You could have just asked instead of stealing it. Was that all you wanted to ask, Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go say Mr. Tenmatara one more time. Just thinking about that. Just thinking about making what? Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. All right, auf Wiedersehen. Okay. Attention center. It is now. Attain, we're in the visitor center. Visitor room. Lord Tenma! Your return is here to see you, your malevolence. Oh. Why are you speaking like that? Oh. Mayor Tenma, you've returned. Yes. Well, hey, look. Yes, the challenge back.
Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me.
That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time.
So, what can I do for you today?
Would like to ask some questions about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed.
Oh,
She literally left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh? And he's back. Caca! Caca!
no match is this warding charm for me.
Ah! The charm! Tenmatara is back! Oh no.
Those foolish mortals, they shall regret blaming that child for my doings.
Ah! I blew it. That question brought the yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. What to remember about Jinxie saying? We'd like to ask you something about your aide, Florent Lebel. He mentioned something. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed?
I know not of what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Tomataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai, protect a mere mortal?
Caca! Caca!
No affections do I possess for your race of humans.
Please. We already proved there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name.
But I've already told you, I know not of what you speak.
I don't believe you. I don't think we'll get anything more out of him. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. We definitely can do that. Hey Apollo, I think I got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it. Really? Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain the whole possession thing. Knock it out then. Wow, this is really something, eh? I can really count her when it counts. The real story. Let's do this thing. How about you spill the damn beans? Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism. Somnambulism. Yep, that's it. You mean sleepwalking? You could have said that. I'm calling over that one. Yes, I believe she is exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, did her discipline start soon after she began her job in Nighthouse's Vale?
And the child visited last. She did speak of dreading yokai, and how they rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it! That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you. At least, not at a conscious level. So then, the Temitara that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie. Well, really, Apollo? We've already established that it's fucking Florent Labelle, bro. And it's been him for years.
Sleepwalking, hey? That would indeed explain the matter.
Look, Temitara's spirit. It's gone. It's left the mayor's body. Can you tell us the truth? Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma?
Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you.
Not really an exorcist, but... Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you? I did not.
Neither I nor Jinxie will have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
We literally found this in the Forbidden Chamber. And this is probably black hand cream, because he was painting feathers to make it look like flippin' this guy here. Come on!
That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it.
You suspect Florent is behind all this? But why? Did he really want Ninetales fell that badly?
Can you think of any reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tamataros for a spell.
Could it be?
Perhaps he was attempting to release Tamataro.
That's crazy! Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Tenmataro brings nothing but misfortune and pain. It's as the superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison.
But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenmataro thing now. Yeah, and I think we need to have a nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Dinner is ready, your malevolence.
Ah, an offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there.
The kitchen could pour their heart and soul into making it, sir.
Did they now? Souls happen to be a favourite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time.
Caca! Caca! Yes, your malevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Miss Tenma, so why don't we go see Florent LaBelle, hey? Now that we know the truth. He won't be able to claim that Terra Tenma was Jinxie's doing or the mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it? Yeah, that's a good question. Ow.
Okay, now let's practice it again.
Fitchy, from the top. What was his voice again? Hold on. I gotta try to remember what his voice was. Let me... Hold on, chat. Let me... Going back, I want to find this guy. And what voice I gave him. Okay, so he's like a French accent. Again, let's practice that again. 50 from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream,
Oh heck!
what was the next part again?
Ah! Oh, I'm bleeding. Ah! Oh wait. You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 13th time, you know. Now 100 times more and we're done. What on earth are they practicing?
Oh, I ain't cut out for this. Oopsie daisy.
Aroo!
Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. This is practice.
Yipes!
Unbelievable! What if you sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours?
Did Mr. Filch LaBelle's wallet? Did Filch filch with LaBelle's wallet just now? Yes. So, what do you think they're up to at this point in time, Apollo? Oh, it's you two! Eavesdropping, Alvi! You peasants are so tacky. That's it. That's the voice I gave him. I remember now.
Well, what do you want with me?
Your confession to begin the Tenmataro pasta would be nice right about now. Yep. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro.
Filchy, you fool! I told you nothing good would come out of running your mouth.
So why did you not? So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle, huh?
Ha 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 ha! Why, to protect the darling Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been conscious trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenmataro.
Interesting. But where are you going with this?
Since you ask so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. The reason would be to deflect away from the one who was really Tenmataro.
Oh, ha 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 ha! Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenmataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right, Mr. LaBelle even told me that Tenmataro was a... Yeah!
I said Tenmataro was Jinxie, you fool.
Instead of... He told me Tenmataro was a jinx. So why would he...
Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times.
Yipes! So, have you been caught tomorrow?
Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you just have to wait until then. Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, I'll be waiting. But there's such a piece of evidence I've been saving. Just for you.
Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones.
Huh? What? Was I sleeping? Look at the poor guy. Aw, I want to pat his little head. No, he's okay, man. It's terrible, but... Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me sleepy, it did.
Oh, did it now? It made you sleepy. Oh, how convenient. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
I'm begging you. Not another lesson. I ain't cut out for this thinking and remembering stuff. Right up the schnozzle.
Keep quiet and do exactly as I say.
No, please. Anything but another lesson. There they go. It's our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get the proof when we need. We got the. Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We'd better go clear that up before tomorrow. You think they're done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's go see her. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane, shopping for more charms. Let's do that, shall we? Have a look for the girlie. Girl Boss Gaming. Okay. Poor girl, look at her, she looks exhausted. Cursed nine-tailed fox, now's the time for settling the score. My god has been festered over time. At last, vengeance will be mine. They're sleepwalking again. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her again and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst, Jinxie. Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Ah, my heart must have fallen off again. Phew! Guess I can avoid a charm slap by tightening up my cords of steel. Are they not questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released.
Oh yeah, which one?
With the nine-tailed fox and Tomato. It's two of them dancing together.
Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together?
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh right. For the municipal murder issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor.
You didn't fight it like you did in court this morning. We weren't fighting, it was just a spirited debate. With what we lawyers like.
No fighting!
Charm slapped again. Upon, if you're not playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. Oh yeah, bro. What do you remember?
Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
Like what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you remember something else this time.
Eek.
When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman QB were collapsed in the fox chamber. Okay. Last time Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. And that's it. I knew it. She's holding something back. Perceive gaming! Perceive gaming! Perceive gaming! Why is that something on her chest? Come on, man. Let's go her face. Maybe her charms twitch or something. Listen again. Look at her hand. Look at her hand. Look at her arm. The card is flailing like it. The card was like spazzing out. Is it that? Maybe it's that then? Is it the hand?
Gotcha!
Gotcha! Did I get it? Is it that little wiggly? You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? I know, because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you? It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep. Talking in his sleep, huh? So you admit that he did say something else.
Eek! How could you tell?
Only a demon can have such powers. That's mean. Now, what do you remember this time? Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that? Could you be a little more specific? Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman QB." He said what? Did Mayor actually confess to the crime? That's bad for us. But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare. A nightmare. No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? Let me guess. Off to court now? Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most treasured weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, no, Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming? Or simply delirious? Maybe he's protecting, what's his name? LaBelle, maybe. I have a suspicion that that is the case. Alright. Who knows? But I sure feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now. Know how that feels. Apollo, but what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived. And our client even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie's been accused of planting the OK evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to be in prison if you don't do something. I know. Well, let's see here. I like how a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that she was the first, when she first opened the door. Alderman, Kiwi, and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. A mystery person must have fled the Fox chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenmataro. Yep. But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? LaBelle's extreme pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo, you have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenmataro, Florent LaBelle. Right, we'll get on with the legal exorcism. Justice style. Okay. Alright. This is going to be a very, very, very long trial, I feel. But you know what? We got this, baby. Let's continue to the next chapter. Alright, April 19, 9:30 AM, District Court number 4. Okay. All rise. Yes, sir. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Joseph, defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. Athena Sykes, assistant defender, is ready here too, Your Honor. Je prêt. As to whatever I say, and in French no less. The prosecution. Very well then. By the way, I asked Detective Poolright to provide sturdier shackles today. There'll be no more of your funny business this time, Professor Blackwell. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's still a procedure for the prosecution to handle it. Looks like they're just really bringing it today. Probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game of Simon Says. Yeah. His honor has to fight to defend his honor today. Your boldness? For fuck's sake. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement. I have? I don't know if I'd say that. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearned simply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. How does one get into the job of a judge? The crown jewels of the court. Now, at long last, they are within your grasp.
How could you possibly refuse? Apparently, you need to have an extensive legal education, 5 to 10 years of practicing law. Okay. Seems like a long process. Anyway. How could you possibly refuse? Oh, so you don't mind if I do that? I'll make a special exception. Just this once. Here we go again. Yep. Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opposite myself. In this version, we learned the shocking truth that the victim ultimate Rex Kubi was the Missing Ninetales. We also learned that the Missing Ninetales was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Lex Kubi's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. Okay, no. Objection. Hearsay. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. The only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must conclude that evidence against the defendant is well conclusive. Objection, hearsay, Your Honor, shut up, please. You look stupid. Okay. Eek! Did I say something wrong? No, Judge. You said everything perfectly. That was quite astonishing. You've surely outdone yourself this time. Okay. What the fuck is this, bro? Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild. Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events. Now then, since the prosecution has called a new witness to testify, an individual yokai, the inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation? Feathers and tracks. Weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed? No. That was but an act to protect his daughter. Oh, yes, of course. I had suspected as much. I bet you had. Wait, did you actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? It would... Apollo, something you have to know about this judge. He's an imbecile. His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true of the identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma. Objection! The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture. Would you care for some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind Daru Tamataro. Witness testimony? I'll bet he means filch and that creepy in the bell. Very well then. Bailiff, would you please bring in the first witness? No, feel free not to do that. Ah, for fuck's sake. Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that doesn't happen again today. But that's in his freaking nature. He's a rat bag. Been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine. I fucking bet it is. How convenient! Wow! Mother of God, that feels great. Ow! Ugh. That hurts. I put sanitizer on my hands and they've got cuts in them from work. Ow, I didn't even realise. Ah! Owie. Okay, anyway. Indeed, you managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs a slip. I mean, if one of them was Mr. Meeksbro. That guy got fucking shit on anything. He's garbage. Looks like those amateurs could never nab me. Yipes! Perhaps we should shackle you to by the neck. That would keep you in place. Yipes! No, please, I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running. Your statement now. Yes, sir. Mr. Blackhead, sir. It may be the hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell. Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give up easy type. Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor after the crime. Okay. The yokai is Gypsy, of course it is. Temotaro threw that little girl, Maygal, eh? No doubt about it. I mean, Temotaro I used to was just a little thing about her size. But the little runt had a big old starve. I seen it when she came running into the foyer. But she stole from the forbidden chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to wallop me on my account of my first position. Just know it. Fucking okay, dude. But why would she grab the fucking... I don't... Okay. And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along. You betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her. And you weren't. Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short. What if Temotaro impersonator was walking on their knees? What in a new organ? I seen it myself. Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are naught but tricks, either of the mind or of the cheap parlor variety. So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things? Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor. Ho ho ho! Prosecutor Blackwell gave up the ghost. Literally. Janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are no doubt partly to blame. Guys, this doesn't make any sense. Why are we're off topic? Oops. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. Talk that and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that. Yeah, right? The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Alright! Okay, so let's have a look. What have we got? Temotaro is really that little girl. I don't know about it. I mean, the Temotaro I saw was just a little old thing about her size. Everyone had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Bet she stole it from the forbidden chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. But wasn't the door closed when she stumbled up on it? Because we have the key here. Because, yeah, the mayor swallowed it.
Objection!
You're an idiot. Objection! It would seem that Temotaro was in fact not this innocent little girl. Huh? How you figure that? You claim the Temotaro you had saw. You had what? You had claimed the Temotaro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one. Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the forbidden chamber. What's this? Yeah. Exactly. So, objection, you fucking idiot. Cooked him. This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Tomataro discovered the crime. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the forbidden chamber. In short, the Tomataro is seen holding that staff. Could not have been Nikki Tenma. No. Ah! But that who does the defense believe was impersonating Tomataro? Oh, Tomataro. I love when I try and read and then it's just so quick. I don't know, the Mayor Tenma's aid. Objection! Such allegations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek? Yeah? Yes. In fact, I can. Very well. Let's see where the defense is going with this. Mr. Justice, please show us proof as to the totality of Tomataro impersonator. Ah, the hand cream. We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. Oops. And we know that whoever was Tomataro took one of the staves out of there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for. But Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner? I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this bit of evidence. It must also who it belongs to. Interesting. Yes, it is. So you just have to find the yokai's fingerprints on there? Well, I hereby call a short recess while we wait for fingerprint results. No need to let you about your boldness. We have the prints of everyone as the manner that day. Ow. You call Putzgood Black Quill? Ugh, could anyone be more whipped? Analyze this. Fulbright. Analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes. Okay, that's not enough. But you know what? Okay. Your wish is my command. Very well then. I guess we'll just wait right here. Okay. It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. What do the results show? What in the world? They're thought the most prints out there. This is absurd! Is it? Supposed to go to Black Quill? I'm not gonna like this, am I? Don't tell me. The Tomataro's prints. Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the fingerprints belong to... Oh, this is gonna be really dumb, isn't it? This is really dumb. Phineas Filch?
Objection!
What? Wait. What? What? Mr. Bob wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber.
Objection!
Objection! Why, you tricked little Tanuki? Explain yourself! Sure, the prints are mine. Okay.
I did pilfer that hair for Mr. LaBelle, after all. So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber. So what if I did? Got a problem with it? Yes, we do. How and when? Yipes! Ugh. You fool of a Tanuki. Order! Order! Mr. Justice, please care to explain? Excellent question, Your Honor. The fact that the Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber... Wait a second. Does this mean Tomataro holding the staff was... Phineas Filch? Yipes! Another cat out of the bag! Mr. Filch, Mr. Filch is Tomataro? What? 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 Huh? So what was it, Mr. LaBelle, then? I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer? The witness will explain himself this instant. Begging your pardon, Your Honorship, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be Tomataro in the village, exercise some ritual. I mean, the event at the Nine Tails Vale Festival. So that was you inside the Tomataro costume? Yep. And after the event, I went to watch the pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers. So I didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. That's when I looked at the Tomataro costume and got a great idea. Nobody can see when I'm wearing it. And because of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word. In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible. Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place? Because of the treasure there! I thought that was my big chance to sneak on in and nab it. Treasure? Oh yeah, the one that his grandpa stole. Only that it's the greatest get-rich chance in the universe. But what he told me all about it said there's a missing treasure in there. He wanted it not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it. Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpa to grandson. Wait, how early did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in. I could through the air vent in the fire. The vents led to the Alderman picture, I see. How in and made a nice little hole. Use that hole to get into the adduct to leave the Forbidden Chamber, I did. That does... Okay, well we can't see that, but that does check out, because it's here, and like, we saw it when we went into the chamber. You what? You... But how's that even possible? Wait a second. Remember that air vent? There, see, there it is. In the Forbidden Chamber. So Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct. And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent. So Tomataro was nothing more than a cat burglar. Or rather, a tanuki burglar. And we're back to being without anyone to charge the Alderman's murder. Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big old troublemaker. Of course. Tell me, Mr. Finch, what did you do after you fleeing to the foyer? I got out of that costume right quick. Okay. Would have just caused trouble at that point. And what did you do with it? And where's that costume now? That's what I said. Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it. The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manner. Now, of course not, because that would be convenient. Now, wouldn't it? What if it was tossed outside the manor? Aha! That's what the fly costume was. No way! But maybe, just maybe, you know, that does make a lot of sense. Okay. But maybe, just maybe. The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, gone, Mr. Justice? Okay. Here's what I think. Granted, bit of a stretch. However, comma, could be it. Mr. Phillips, did you get rid of the costume here? Okay. The window. Take that! Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't slip inside the manor. You think I tossed it out the window? That costume, that cost me a pretty penny. So why would I do something like that? I can think of a few reasons. Any bright ideas, Apollo? Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you. You do? I do. The poster. The magazine.
Take that!
Take that, dude. That's Cemetery flying through the sky? And just how does that prove to judge? Get with the program, please. It's quite simple. It really is if you use your brain for, like, any amount of seconds. That's not Tematara in the photo. It's the costume which Filch threw out the window. Oh, that's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are you? Oh, I'm deadly serious, my friend. There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tematara was really a flight of fancy. What? Yes, Judge. Yikes! Yeah, checkmate. Got him. Oh my. So of course there's not a yokai, Judge. How could there be? Explain how there would be. Okay. Alright. I might have so many though. Yep. Oh, I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Still, can I still file a claim for the lost costume? This more than proves the defense's position. I had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting. Can raise an objection, Prosecutor Blackwell? None what? Ooh! This is a first? Wow, I'm actually surprised he hasn't gone. Ah! Ah, ah, ah! None whatsoever. I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. Oh, he's in trouble. You're cooked, brother! You're about to get fucking jumped. Okay. We did it! Good going! Now all we have to do is make Flora at the Bell take the stand.
Objection!
No, fucking, of course not. It's never that simple. Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not? Huh? Nothing has been proved beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber? Ooh. Good question. Probably the same way he got it. No, it's too high. To the Forbidden Chamber event. And what are the feathers attracts the scene of the crime? It would suggest that the Tanuki exited the crime through the door, not the air vent.
Objection!
But the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Right? Apollo, trust your gut, man! Someone on the outside opened the door for you. Isn't that right? Sure. Yep. What's up, Mr. Blackjack? The door suddenly sprung open.
Hold it!
And who opened it for you? Sprung right open. Who was on the other side? Didn't get a good look on the account of the old sun glare. Like how the reflection of my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark. That's when I started that Starfire and made my daring escape. And that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed down the hall. That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered. But wait. Then he would have seen the body. We still don't know who opened it. No, we do. Flora on the Bell. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
Okay. I say objection! Like, come on, man, let me speak. Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused pass out there? Nope. Only one was there was the alderman, and he was dead as a door now. If the accused wasn't there, then what do you suppose he was up to? Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. Ah! Don't tell me! Exactly. Ugh. Plainly. Okay. The accused, Damon Tenma, of course. Ow! He's got a little stand. Ooh! Tell him, Athena! Wait a second! They had to be someone else besides Tenma there! Really? And who might that be? Oh well, that would be...
Objection!
Hey! Let me fucking speak. It's because our feisty little lad has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence. Oh, fucking... Evidence, bro. I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details. Nice. Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact. Sorry. Guess I put my foot in my mouth again. No, Athena. We're definitely on something here. We are. Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, he has an alibi that no longer adds up. Oh, not that insufferable. That insufferable, yes. Very well. The court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up? Oh yeah, no, Athena's. Mr. Florent LaBelle. Why, that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time? He did. However, that doesn't mean... He also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at the time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared! Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big old lie! Isn't that right, Mr. Filch? I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here either. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'd bite his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. In return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi. Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know. Oh, shucks. Mercy, your honorship, mercy. Ah! I also accept that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber was, sorry for Mr. Filch, was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication. I see. We'll take a 20-minute recess, after which time we will see what Mr. Bell has to say for himself. Yes! We're finally going to drag the slippery snake onto the stand. In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about those new allegations. Yay! Progress, baby, progress. Okay. God. Okay. We did it, Apollo! We finally got Mr. LaBelle into court. Yeah. Hey, why that long face? Can't help but feel like I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Buckle's bound to mount a counter attack. You really are worried, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to be Mr. Florent LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it. At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next. So chin up, Apollo. District Courtroom number 4. Back! His hair's now green! He's the Joker! You know what? That makes sense. Okay. Court procession. Our next witness is taking phone calls. Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter. It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment. Ha 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 ha! Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise. Remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to the mayor, Tenma. Or should I say, the accused. Ouch, the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy person, busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Your boldness? Ah, right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand. To think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Guess what, buddy? Yeah, Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Well, I'm not. So may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
I just bit my tongue. I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed? Witness, you're being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air. Fine! The truth is, I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I thought I had to protect him. Sorry! You think this is funny? Was that your alibi? You are a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Poof! Peasant! How dare you accuse me, one of the beautiful people? Oh! Yeah, fucking shut up! Stop stalling!
Silence.
Okay. Ooh. Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime. Ooh. Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past. Swords? What swords? There are swords here? Why are there swords? This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Begone, ye of cowardly heart. His shackles are broken. The battlefield hath no place for ye. Again? Oh my! Spare me, please! The dog is panicking. And we've gone flaccid over here. So much for sturdy shackles, yeah, real? Ah! Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day. This keeps giving your head on in a court. This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning. Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak. Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. Ew, dude. Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackhole during the recess, I rushed right over to the fox chamber when I heard a little Jinxie scream. What? Then, drumroll please, I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors. Of course you did! How when he was passed out? But there you have it. That's bullshit. I don't agree with your statement. I think you're lying. The mission man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one furious filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party. Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime. Startling does sound bad. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's bad for us. That's right! The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there! Yeah, that's bad for us. That's real bad for us. He confessed? Nope. Objection to hearsay, Your Honor! Order! Order in the court! This is quite exclusive testimony, if it stands. Just so... And quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you. No, wait, I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor's confess. But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess? It is indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter, Jinxie! It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess. This one is quite favourable to the prosecution. Objection! Oh, good phone calls. Mr. LaBelle, yes, I called earlier about the party renovations. That's right, and I'll be calling it my little shindig Mayor Tenma's conviction gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Well, as if our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime. Please have a massive plot point. Okay. So, I was in the hall hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. I don't believe if you whispered it, you wouldn't have heard that, but okay. Upon learning of the father's crimes, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber. Oh, of course. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. As I fled down to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. But then you would have seen Jinxie, no? I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To seek the defense, the defendant actually confessed then, and there to his crime. Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter. You do realize this, you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Once again, sorry. It's just, I feared being accused if I mention coming upon that most unpleasant scene. Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty. As death row inmate once told me, in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die. He's legging on real thick now. The witness may now cross-examine the witness. The defense, yes. Yes, here I go. I feel like the last one's a contradiction. I was in the hallway hiding in the shadows, that's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of the father's crime, Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Yep, immediately after that, the mayor came to, opened the chamber, ran in terror, the demon emerged from the prison. In shock, I fled down the hall to my right, the one with the phone at the end. But doesn't that go against what Jinxie saw? Because she said, well, two things. After leaving the scene and calling the police, they passed each other at a bend. The hall she made for the foyer. She's carrying a staff lecture. She could call for help because there was no one else in the hall. So basically, Jinxie's statement just completely cancels out what you said, my friend. Florent LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. Ah, ha, ha, ha. What on earth do you mean? Yes, care to fill the rest of it, Mr. Justice? Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with the phone in it. He would have crossed paths with Tenma. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. And after making her call, she went back to the main hallway. Whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas the Filch in a Tenma costume. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways always meet. Where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter. Hello? Hold up, chat. I'll be back. Someone's knocking at my door. Interesting. Anyway. Why, yes! The two would have crossed paths! Right. Except Miss Timmer told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Timmer did not see you in the hall because you were never really there. Ah! My eyes! My beautiful eyes! Not a fabulous scent now, is it? But, Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor's confess. If he was lying about the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it? Inside the Fox Chamber. Where else? Yeah, exactly. But isn't that within the very crime scene? It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I am the killer?
Silence.
Okay. Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bowed. But Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side. Silence, idiot. You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of justice. Judgment, I mean. You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume. Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him. You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not, you deviant dandy? From the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor's confession and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you were right there in the Fox Chamber. Oh my! So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then. Aha. Seriously? You ever to bathe in the Fox Chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder, but I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I feel terrible at lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself. You better switch up, Mr. LaBelle. Hold up, chat. I'm gonna go bathroom. I will be back in like 10 seconds. Why has it been playing? Wait! 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 Why wasn't playing? You'd better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle. Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that. The witness is scaling on thin ice. I remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now, let's hear your testimony again this time. Okay. The defense may examine our slightly voyeuristic witness. Okay. So what did he say? What's he saying? He's saying in the fox chamber. Okay. I did enter the fox chamber after the murder, but I did not enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw then, a probe close, was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. Okay. You think he's telling the truth about being in there in that room? Well, I believe he was there, because he did the murdering. One question is, when did he enter? You mean did he enter after Daisy fled? Or was he there before the murder? If it's the latter, then that would change everything. Right, if he were there before the murder, that would make him a suspect. But how do we go about proving that? Well, I guess we ask him about what happened there. Anyway, let's press him into actually making a sack from him. Let's call things that he says or reveals something incriminating. So I want to press stuff.
Hold it!
Hold it. Alright. You didn't... Why didn't you enter right away? And ruin my designer shoes? Your shoes? Really? Even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear. It sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated. Oh. That's terrible! A man was dying and another was injured. And you're right about your shoes?
Silence!
Never mind, this is a court of law. We're not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette and the like to for such trivial pursuits. Ah. Yeah, that was an end. Listen to me, you such a dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it. Okay. Yes, well, I was at the fox chamber, but... Magroan. What did you see? Could you describe the crime scene in more detail? And what was the details about? Well, the murder weapon would be helpful. Could you describe the state of the weapons that had been used at the scene? The spear had been thrust all the way through. Alderman QB. There was a statue the alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. The incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Alright, the statue. But why would he find that inspiring? What? Why did you find this statue inspiring exactly? Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill. I burst to the bloody corpse. Real inspiring. Well, that's bullshit because it was broken, dude. Is it important? Very important. I believe it to be extremely important. I request it be added to the testimony. Yeah, right? Alright. That's true. Now, I'm gonna fucking present the statue and be like, hold up.
Objection!
It was broken though, so how could it be inspiring if it's literal? Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village, right? It is indeed. But what of it? The two are joining hands in goodwill. The head's been snapped off. They were celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter? So, how did you really know that the statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill and again? What? Justice Donner? Explain yourself and make it quick. You know what? Justice Donner is a lot better than hair forehead. I'm gonna be honest. I don't mind that. The statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form. But that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used to strike my timber on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. Eep! Very eep. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. From this time, it is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Miss Littlebell, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? When you used to batter it over his head! Hurrah! Ask. The impossibility answer is that you saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare you! Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness of some sort of crime? Yes. Yes, I am. He murdered him! Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby. Ah! Okay. Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense? How could you possibly accuse me? The element of beauty! Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico. We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it.
Silence.
Motherfucker, we were getting somewhere. Bitch. Enough of the games. Justice Donner. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer. Okay.
Objection.
What are you talking about? His allies already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the fox chamber while it was still locked and tight.
Silence.
Okay. What could he have not? Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it. Alderman Kiwi told me about it. Ah. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
Objection!
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, right. He wouldn't even show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
That's hearsay. Moreover, it has already been proven that that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has. Forgotten, have we? Call the little scamp's testimony, if you will. When Tixie unlocked the fox chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else. Oh, dang it. The fact that it was you two who made the part in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florent LaBelle could not have been there in that locked room. Ow! Ah! We're crashing out now. Bro, he's in a Joker outfit, man. I just don't get it. How could he not have seen LaBelle? The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right? Your boldness? It does seem awfully conclusive. The fact points to the defendant and victim being the only possible people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection.
No, hearsay.
Silence.
Okay, motherfucker, I'll get the fuck myself. You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Donner. But your boldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons.
It's high time you brought down the hammer of justice. A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. A pause! Wait! No, 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 no! Hold it. Oh, hello. Caca! Caca! It would seem that my time is at hand. May Tenma? Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now for your good graces. Counselor? Alright, he must mean me. It's not what I am, but okay. Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head? Bailiff! Understander, seize him! It's no good. I can't restrain him. Caca! Caca! What am I doing? Know me and despair, for I am Temotaro, Demon Lord of the Yokai. Mr. Justice, do something! It's not my responsible for court security. Well, this is our chance. We might get some information out of him. Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands we hear him out, even if he is a yokai. Let's put it that way. Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. Unprecedented is an absurdity more like. Alright then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say, Tenmataro? Your testimony, please. I shall now speak of recollections, most real courtesy of my host Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Caca! Caca! This is really embarrassing, buddy. Barely conscious was Damien there. Amid the darkness, suddenly two yokai did appear. Huh? On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind, and on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. Nani? So is the defendant asserting that the room was very dark at the time? And as it may be, yes, indeed all was in darkness. And the part about Temotaro and the nine-tailed fox being there? Yes, that too. Temotaro towered overhead, and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold. Maybe that was something else? Maybe it was this that he saw? Ah! I call animal abuse, Your Honor. It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted. Yes, well, truth be told, my husband's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half dreamt that happening lingers in his mind. Apollo, maybe I can help here. Really? Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The octave is caught in his heart. Okay. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the events. Okay, just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us again. Like they often do. Memory gaming. Let's get in here. Let's log in here. Chat, let's log in here. Let's get it on, boys. Better countries with Damien. Obviously sad, as he should be. Kinda shocked because he saw two yokai. Fair. One side, I have a ruler of demonkind. He's happy to see the nine-tailed fox. This is different.
Got it!
Got it! Apparently so. When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well. Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. And the tail kicking did pierce the silence. And then there was light. What is this, God? Again, this is the Bible verse. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket. A creaking door. Oh, you must be talking about the forbidden chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. It does. So this means the forbidden chamber really was opened. What about the sudden light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Temperature towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the fox chamber at the time of the crime. Huh? Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here? Where was the map? Okay! I don't fucking know! The forbidden chamber? Was it not the forbidden... was it the fox chamber where the murder did occur? Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the forbidden chamber. A terrible creaking sound was probably the forbidden chamber door opening, and the towering Temperature you saw. Most likely the forbidden... That makes sense! Why, yes! That would explain it! Would it? I was spitballing. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp. That was bars. But even if all that is true, then what about the nine-tailed fox? Maybe he was saying things? Just like Jinxie in her imaginary yokai. Fantastical, Apollo! It is entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events. Misremember, you say? Let me think. Ah! I do believe, I remember now, that was not the nine-tailed fox. It was the amazing Ninetales. What? Amazing Ninetales? At first, this is but a dream, I thought. However, most certainly do I recall it. It was Ninetales who did open the forbidden chamber door. Okay, that's good. Okay. I'm sorry I asked. Forbidden Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right? Yeah, why would he open the forbidden chamber door? Was he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that. This is a completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update. Okay. So Damien was barely visible, was barely conscious. Info update. Here we go. Into the darkness, our mighty statue. Suddenly, door. Okay. For update. Wait, but hold on. So, sadness turns off here and comes back almost like entirely here. But, so he felt sad when he saw the Ninetales? But why? Wouldn't that be a good thing?
Got it.
I don't know, man. Spitballing again. When the original Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy. But didn't you also feel shock and sadness? Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness inexplicably washed over me. Why? Oh, hello, sweet pea. Hello. Ah. We've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left. That should be right. Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape? Why indeed? What could this mean? I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Okay. Yes, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Okay. Okay. I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Okay. It's basically the same as the usual conservation process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out for contradictions, and here comes justice. Barely conscious was the goat himself. But this couldn't happen because he's dead. Okay. And also he didn't wear a cape either. He didn't wear a cape. Am I tweaking? Or was that? I guess I'll just present the mask. No. This. He didn't wear a mask. Or a cape.
Objection!
So it's this. You said the Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that? Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but... Mayor Tenma. Motherfucker didn't wear a red cape. Does this cape look red to you? That certainly does not look like red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, is there a cape I'm missing? Well, they're talking about this, like the tails being the cape. Upon my liberation, something red did fill my blood, and I thought to myself, Man in Ninetales is a raid in a cape of red. So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh? Well, do you reckon it would be probably the blood, right? Maybe? I don't know. I'm spitballing. Apparently so. And remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me. The song probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory. Well, he would have seen the Fox Chamber behind the Ninetales. What could he have seen that would have been shocking? I know. Could it have been Mr. Mayor? What's on there? Was there anything you think you saw this? I don't know. Was that the crime scene photo? Maybe this?
Take that!
I don't know what I'm doing. Something red to represent a deep sadness. Could it be, Miss Timmer? What you saw was the old man. It was the blood. Blood? Why, yes! It was blood! He's back. It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a cape I saw. It was live beneath the amazing Ninetales, the alderman's bloody body. Eek. So what? He saw a false Ninetales with blood everywhere? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, that was reduced to 0. My boy is back. His thought was down to 0. I think he's remembering everything now. Does this mean Ninetales killed Alderman QB? But Alderman was Ninetales, so how would that work? Hey, I asked you first. Well, Mr. Justice, you should know how to make a complicated murder even more complicated. True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Yes, he was indeed.
Silence!
Okay, well, I breathe. Silence! Hey,
Hoy. Don't you think this is strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the fox chamber. But you said not about seeing Amazing Ninetales there. You just had to bring that up, didn't you? I mean, yeah. Jinxie didn't see the bell there either. So weird. Who was really in that room then? Haven't Claire to share any theories. Maybe the bell was... So the bell was in the room. This we know for sure. Because he committed the murder. Can I explain the inconsistencies between the defendant's testimony and his daughters? Yeah, can. Yes, of course. Of course I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're in real trouble. Not with more of your bluffs and fertile, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Donner. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. Eep! What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Oh, Mr. Justice? Let's hear you. Let's see if you have what it takes. Let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders. First of all, Mr. Bell was definitely in the fox chamber when it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the forbidden chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial by position. So let us consider the following question. The facts point to Florette LaBelle and the victim being at the crime scene. Why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma? A very good question indeed. I suppose you have an answer for us? Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You should have come a second the bell for the mayor? Well, she did, then the question is, why did she do that? Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that the Florette LaBelle was at the crime scene. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has in fact misremembered the events, maybe one of these two, but probably this one. LaBelle was disguised as Tenma. The figure Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florette LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence!
That's such fucking baloney crap. That is a complete impossibility. The faces are utterly unlike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise? Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face. I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face. And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? Oh, yeah, right. You stored as dull as your mind. Okay, I fucked up. Oopsie. Shall I show you what a true sharp blade is capable of? I think I'll pass! Oopsie. Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your boldness, your verdict, if you will. I fucked up, didn't I? Oh, cringe. What is still left for me to do? Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says. When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, it hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe he couldn't remove it. And she didn't tell anyone about it, disguise. Maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. Wait, are we gonna say that freaking this guy is actually this guy, not this guy, but the shoulder lines up? But then again, I guess he has got his. Are we gonna say? Are we actually gonna say? But didn't we see the Hold on. Didn't we see white hair in the mask? Yeah, white hair. So that would mean that it's his. He's not got white hair. He's got like black hair. He'd never unmask in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battled for the right to remove their masks. You have to remove your mask when it's the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why the masks are more important to them than life itself. And what about the fact that if masks don't help you open the door? A mask can't be removed in front of others. Can these facts turn things around? Okay. Ah! Ah! We got it all backwards. Apollo, I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your baldness? I can only defer the indulgence in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof. They never did, and they never will. Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
Objection!
No, halt. I do have proof. Do you now? Did his eyes just like blink with menace? They did. Alright. But this better be good, Mr. Justice. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why did she Mr. LaBelle for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place? These riddles are inextricably linked to Mr. Mayer's 10 secret identity. He was the wrestler. A shocking identity that will turn this entire premise upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals a mask. God, what an absolute claptrap! Poppycocky, balderdash! We thought the alderman was the amazing Ninetales, and the mayor was a Temataro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales Vale. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Matema wasn't Temataro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales. What's this? You'd best explain yourself, Justice Donner. And from where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion? Things he no doubt knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone, no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Ninetales she saw passed out. Unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent LaBelle in disguise.
Silence!
The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. The little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember Mr. LaBelle had his very... Oh! He didn't was dyed black! Oh my god, like his hair! Oh! Why couldn't he fake a different build too? Anyone and speaking through a mask would actually sound different.
Silence!
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A mask wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the Little Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. Gah. Ah! This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room. Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and Alderman were talking. I suppose he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the Alderman was out cold, murdered him. Oh, that's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Right in the stomach. Next, he took the mayor, who had also been drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes. Completed the disguise by donning the Nine-Tails mask. With this entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. So then... yes! The person who said I killed Alderman QB. Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The man never actually confessed.
Silence.
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your dabbering
Objection!
and... Objection real quick. No, you twisted samurai. This time, you stop your dabbering and let me finish making my case. Once Miss Tenma left the scene, they swapped them around. Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber. Which is how he stole the Nine-Tails mask, so we could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber. So Mr. Nine-Tails, the mayor saw was right. It was LaBelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tenma disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks. And he gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle proceeded to then drag the mayor back into the Fox Chamber. I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense. And then he chucked the mask into the ocean through the open window. And then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out of the window and fled the room.
Silence.
For this absurd theory to work, it requires the defendant to be the missing Nine-Tails. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Nine-Tails is preposterous!
Objection!
The man was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Missing Nine-Tails. This is madness! No one could possibly hatch through such an insane plot. No one, except a killer as insane as his plot, and I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies. Foolish mortal! It is as inevitable that you forget who I am. Mr. Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Red Nunners, aren't you? Hold it. Is him back? He's back, isn't he? He's back. You have quite the active imagination. Tenma is not the Nine-Tails. No, pause. What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted it to you yet? But that's just... And even if you did admit to such a nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tenma Tower right here and now. What? Oh shit. Why you would dare reveal the secret? Oh, ha, ha, ha! My good friend, the Alderman told me all about it. It wouldn't be good to expose the truth with the superstitions now, would it? The truth behind Tenma Tower? What's he talking about? So go ahead and say it. I am that Amazing Nine-Tails. I dare you.
Objection!
Judge! This is the judge!
This is blackmail of the finest degree! Arrest him now! Wait, someone please explain what's going on here. Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth of Temotaro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept by the village of the superstitions. And if the mayor admits to being there as Nighthouse, you will expose the truth? Right! I won't have been walking here free because of some nonsense you made up. So what now, Justice Dunno? This is corruption! Judge! Do something! But as admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle. Judge! Step up, man! I'll show you who's useless. Apollo, don't you dare give up now. I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true of Main Nighthouse is the cornerstone of this case. You have a point there. Please answer the court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the if it's Nighthouse or not? He's gonna say no, because of course not. Nighthouse true identity. Nighthouse true identity is not Mayor Tenma. Mayor would never admit to such an utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth by Temotaro right here and now! And that will bring ruin upon Nighthouse vow, just as the superstitions say. Aha. Talk about out of the pot into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly, speaking of shaking about Amy Tenma is predominantly with Nighthouse, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? Nah. We all know the Alderman Kimi was with Nighthouse. Anyway. I mean, that's how Nighthouse Vale was made, comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole that's happening somewhere. But I don't know where to even start. Since I don't have any proof that the mayor is with Ninetales, let's just press everything and hope we land on something. Then what if we get him to admit it himself? If he admits it, LaBelle's gonna expose the secret behind Temotaro. We are so close, I just know it. Okay, cross exam. So the Midnight true identity is not the mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Temotaro's right here and now. And that would bring upon ruin. But what would that entail exactly? And how do you know? Do not gaze upon Temotaro. Don't tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Exactly! Telling others what Temotaro looks like would reveal the truth. And that's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo! And that truth is Temotaro is a great inspiring fortune. That's what the whole Battle of Nighthouse Vale is all about. Temotaro is a great fortune. Come to think of it. Inside his stomach. Yeah. Only that it's the greatest great big turns in the universe. My compared to all about it. Said there's a bit of trigger in there. Could Temotaro actually be the chamber treasure? We've seen it. Telling the villagers that Temotaro is a terrifying yokai. That's what has scared them away from the forbidden chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept a secret all this time. Well. It seems our ace attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. Every time it looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to appear as long as Temotaro's exists. That's why this secret must be protected. But you know, we've used everything.
in the court trial now. I don't know what else how much is left of this? It's probably not much, right? As long as Tomotauro exists, huh? But hold on, wait. But didn't we find this inside of Tomotauro? It's been robbed already. I'm gonna present this statement here. I'm gonna present this to a statement.
Objection!
Because it's already been robbed. Okay. What if Tomotauro no longer existed? Real truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Tomotauro no longer existed? No! What on earth are you blabbering about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tomotauro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Tomotauro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes. Are you suggesting that the Tomotauro has been stolen? Yep. Phineas Fuchs's grandfather. Our master thief was the culprit. And by that hideous Morley caretaker's grandfather, no less. You! No! My beautiful golden Tomotauro was... The greed inspired by Tomotauro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma? The root of the tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now call it a revealing secret to me on the day of our meeting. It must have been speaking of Tomotauro, for he said to me the gold ingot was gone. That gold ingot? You mean the treasure that Tomotauro's true form? Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. This one? Tomotauro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. I wish we had a photo of this so I could see what it looks like, because I've completely forgotten. Oh, it's going to show us. There! In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from the Ninetales Vale land that would become Timber Town. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became a curse upon the village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was the yokai Tomotauro came to be. Ah. So Tomotauro and the villagers' superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away? Fairy tale or not, Tomotauro made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a man's mortal lust for gold. Well, you know what they say, the love of the money is the root of all evil. Real. My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Tomotauro, a monster so terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Tomotauro will never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger. Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history, Mr. Mayor. Now that we know Tomotauro no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? Are you the amazing Ninetales? Can you shut up? No, don't do it! Please, no! Please, yes. GG, we win. Be gone, you demented demon! Oh, damn! You demented demon! Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me. Bang! Ah! And that means... Jinxie? Yes?
The man wearing the mayor's clothes to cloak up in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the Amazing Ninetales mask?
That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was gonna reveal his secret, his secret identity to Alderman QB that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman.
Yeesh. Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than LaBelle's scheme.
You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through.
Caca! Caca! And you can knock that act off. The true facts behind this have come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB. But Florent LaBelle did!
How dare you, peasant!
No! Yes!
Silence.
Oh, no, shut up, man. We're on here. We're cooking. Shut your ass, dude. Fucking stop yapping, man. You're ruining my life here. Okay.
Justice done. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you decide to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
Eh? What's this guy want now?
Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts.
Oh? Ugh.
Do you have any blind guesses? A dull blade incapable of even cutting a cake? Okay.
Yeah, he had you there, Mr. Justice.
After all, evidence is everything in court.
But...
That's right! Let's see some evidence!
I have evidence.
Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave incriminating evidence behind. This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Now present your good evidence, or don't you have any? Oh crap. Do I have anything conclusive? Of course I do. If I go, nah. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course! It's the conclusive evidence we need too. I'm gonna finally prove Mr. innocent. Here comes justice! Bang! Oh, this is cool. Let's review the facts. This is cool! What the hell? This is new! The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the mayor's Ninetales. But as we know now, of course, we were way off. The mayor's Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why when he thought of Jinxie saw the mayor's Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. Bell asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. There's any evidence found? Oh my, this is so cool. Hurrah! A clue inside the mask? Well, bang! Oh, I know. Brett Nuttall's mask was found washed up along the river. What sort of clue does that mask hold? White hair! No! Fuck! What do you think about evidence that was found? Okay. White hair! That's what I wanted. white hair in the mask. And what about the hair that does it belong to? Florent LaBelle. Go bang! The white hair is LaBelle's. That's so fucking cool. That is really cool. Yes. Now that's what I call conclusive evidence. It was really cool, actually. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present this court? Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. That mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to the alderman, Rex QB. Yes, but the that was we know now is Tenma, so... That is correct. So the question is, whose white hair could this be? Not other than Mr. I change hair every day, Mr. Guy. And that answer to that is the last person who had worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had a white hair like that.
Silence.
Explain yourself. It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type. Because he's busy being ludicrously garnished colour or another. But look, he's back to being blonde though.
Objection!
Look, his hair's gone from grey to yellow. No, Prosecutor Black Quill. It's you who has made a fatal error. What? Remember when this mask was found? It was washed up by the side of the river. Oh, he has white hair naturally. Put that in mind. This also will solve all the remaining the colour.
Take that!
Ah! That's... What is that? This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair colour. It washed up with just water. The court water recall the Resident Nantel's mask washed up alongside the village river with white hair inside it. Ugh. What's this? Are you saying that preening hair colour is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair colour is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to our followers of Nantel's Vale, we didn't have a real expose. Ah! The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it. And we both know we'll get a match. Admit it! Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex QB. You peasant! How dare you! Ah! My profane beauty! No! My mate! Oh god, my throat. Oh. Oh! Oh! You know what, buddy? You look really bad for 33, my friend. Hello, this is LaBelle. What? The project is off? Hello, this is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out. LaBelle speaking. I'm fight. You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a stratospheric danger claims against me? $100 million? I'm finished! Washed up! Stick a fork in me! I'm done! So this guy's lost it? This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackquill, defeated? By 2 kids, no less. Order! Order in the court! So how old is this guy? Yeah. Well, that is quite the unexpected outcome. Yeah, real. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head. Just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Have a good mentor, sir.
Wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Find the Bell? The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. Yeah, good. You fucking bum. One of those officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenmataro. Yep. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. The Bell set in motion plans to get access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus the Bell murdered the alderman, and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see, but what I still can't comprehend is why he would go after the gold ingot in the first place. Mr. Bell didn't look like someone who was in need of financial aid. The Bell hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to put money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such voracity. Too bad for him, someone else had gotten to it first anyway. I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma not guilty. Yatta! Big success! Woo! You can stop calling, my friend. You can stop that now. W.us! Athena! First win! Handshake! Good done! Good done? Good job! Job is done! Court is adjourned. Yatta! We're so good at this job. Someone give us a raise, eh? April 9, 123, Defendant Court, Defendant Lobby, District Court, number... Yo, my boy! So handsome. Oh, look, you can see where his badge is going to go. Right there, badge. That was some seriously good luring, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming. Yeah, you did. It's good lucky, I guess. You banned Tamtaro from Ninetales Vale. Like you're some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. Moe didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He just looked like the mayor murdered Owen, and not from a counter attack. I would have removed at least one possibility from fly up from the ointment. I was wondering about that too. But I have a hunch the Bell was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the alderman extraordinarily himself. Fucking slime ball. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was defeating Ninetales. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the rest of his popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it! If Ninetales was just killed, he'd die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot! Caca! Caca! A most excellent job in clearing my name. I'll speak worthy of the Demon Lord's approval. Why are you still acting like Tenmataro again? Let this be a concern to you. How could it not be a concern to me? Tenmataro, be gone! Gah! Jinxie, seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you. Papa, you're finally back! Yes, it would seem Tenmataro is no match for you. Ha ha ha! I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling? Oh, he's a cutie. This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the amazing Ninetales will have to retire though. Who said? Aw, how come? Once everyone hears I'm the big Ninetales, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular people. another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue. I think you've just disturbed yourself. Take a look outside. Say now. I think we should do. What's all that noise up there? A big hugger was outside the class once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of the man behind the mask, and truth, you return to the wrestling ring. Rooting? For me? But I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes. The only ones who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa. Jinxie. Here, I think you'll be needing this. You need the fox statue! Take that back, my friend. Get back in there! Thank you. Now if you would excuse me. I don't want to keep my friends waiting! Get out there, my friend! Look at him! Tenmataru! Look at him! He's now, look at the Ninetales! Hit him with a suplex! Yeah! Ninetales! 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 Tough! I sure hope they can settle their problems between Tenmataru and Ninetales, well. Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer / killer is behind bars. The murder's no longer an issue. Plus, Ninetales is obviously still a hit. I suspect Ninetales will be too. And that's all because we believed in our client. Just like you said. Okay, people. Now that we've got out that one, now we've got that one in the bag, let's get something to eat. I'm starving. Okay, Maya, bro. Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Better keep eating, Apollo, or you might have to start looking up at me. Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face-stuffing time. Keep it like that. The only direction you'll go is sideways. Damn, brother! Very funny. But I've got hollow legs. Me too, man. I get as much as I want without gaining an ounce. Really? Oh, I can't wait to see this. Calories? Ha! Just let them try to stick on me. Alright, alright, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. El Dude's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know. El Dude Noodles Gaming! I'm with Mr. Right. Let's go! Noodle Gaming! I've been waiting for a bowl from there ever since Mr. Right told me about them. What are we waiting for? Noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yay! Thanks, boss! I won't let you down. He has no idea what he's getting into. Mr. Onions are so hot and salty. 2 bowls killed the man. You're gonna crush 4 bowls. That was our first case together, and it felt like nothing could bring us down. After that, the Dark Age of Law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. Isn't that what you went to school? The case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. Damn, what the fuck's so ominous for, bro? Okay! We're done! That was fun! That was good! Plot twists out the freaking wazoo! What a case, baby! What a damn case! Up next, Turnabout Academy! Whoopsie. Maya Gaming. I don't want to do that. Swap to this one. Look, Academy uniform. That's actually a top outfit. In his new suit, he's the spot you sort of. Okay. All right, chap. Thank you for being here. Good stuff. good progress. Game's finished. I would like to thank you all very much for coming. Auf Wiedersehen and goodbye.